Today, as voted on by you guys, we're going to be following the career of the greatest safety ever. To follow the greatest, we had to create the greatest. Introducing Tyron Bates, 6'1", 215-pound safety out of Alabama, who has the highest attributes from every safety in the league. For his speed, Ashton Davis. Of course, for the tiebreakers, we're going to call it Ashton Davis because he has the highest overall. Not that it truly matters, but more the number itself. 80 strength from Derwin James. 93 agility from Justin Simmons. 97 acceleration from Quan Martin. 99 awareness from Jesse Bates. And because returning interceptions and fumbles is important, 77 break tackle from Jabril Peppers, 74 trucking from Andrew Wingard, 91 change of direction from Eric Hallett II, 88 ball carrier vision from Tyrann Mathieu, 72 stiff arm from JL Skinner, 85 spin move from Tyrann Mathieu, 91 juke move from Jabril Peppers, 78 carrying from Kevin Byard, 84 catching from Malik Hooker. 74 catching traffic from Damonte Kazi. I've never said his first name, by the way. 77 spec catch from Kazi. 97 jumping from Marcus Williams. 92 hit power from Derwin James. 71 power move from Jamal Adams. 69 finesse move from Tyrann Mathieu. 71 block shed from Harrison Smith. 94 pursuit from Kyle Hamilton. 98 play rec from Jesse Bates. 86 man coverage from Jesse Bates, 95 zone coverage from Jesse Bates, 90 press from James Bradbury, 82 impact blocking from Kyle Duggar, 97 stamina from Quandre Diggs, 97 injury from Kevin Byard, and 94 toughness from Tyrann Mathieu. We're now headed to the offseason to see where Tyron Bates gets drafted, but before then, we do want to take a quick stop at the Super Bowl and see who wins it all. The Lions and the Ravens are in the Super Bowl, with the winner being not my Xbox, because it has taken a long time to sim this. Holy, hurry up. It's one game. Oh my God, they're like, we got to give the Lions a win. It's like, we don't know how to compute that. They've never done it before. As Baltimore does win, they just couldn't figure it out. They're like, just default, just give the Ravens a damn Super Bowl win. And I should have been doing this more often for these players. We've done it for a few, but I do want to see what the player looks like from the actual scouting standpoint. Obviously, we don't have a full amount scouted on him, but A hit power, a bunch of A to C's, and obviously with that eliteness in the athleticism, it would be enough for me to take him, especially as a 1 to 2 round projection guy. And then looking at the backside, A finesse, A play rec, A injury, hit power, stamina, and then pretty much everything's A to C. So the worst you're getting is a C across the board, which is, you know, at least in the 70s of overall. I didn't really know what to do with the height. I figured 6'1", 215. That's pretty good for a safety. Too tall, and you do get destroyed in man coverage. Too short, and you obviously get jump balled. So 6'1", I think, is really good. But let's see what happens. I suppose it's not impossible that the Falcons would actually draft him. I know it's going to be a little risky, but I think he'll be there at 25. Let's see. And unless he went insanely high, I think he is still there. Let's see. He is still there. Could this be the first? They don't need a safety, free safety technically, but maybe they need a strong safety. I don't know. But could this be the first time we see the team we're actually on draft the player? Could be, will not be. Packers, maybe, probably not going to be. Could be the Chiefs, would be very interesting. And it is! I'm excited for this because the Chiefs are insane in sim. And this could be the most successful following the career we've ever seen. I'm on the damn Falcons, so you can't say, oh, you did it. You did it on purpose. I promise you, I touched nothing. The Chiefs are just goated. Ooh, I'm interested. I am officially interested. This could be a Hall of Famer and then some. Of course, let's go over to the Chiefs and see how the rest of their draft completed. Obviously, a 99 overall for Bates, 70 overall for the right guard Roberts, a 69, 68, a 71, and a 64. Here's to see what Roberts was dev-wise. Bust! That's just me when I found out that he was going to the Chiefs. Mason, he's okay, but once again, another normal. And then what else do we have? Styles, we know Styles is, a hidden dev player. And then Walker, we know that we drafted both these guys in our most recent Falcons rebuild, ironically enough. So maybe check that out. But headed to Kansas City. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, the one time we get to be the Chiefs, if we don't have Super Bowl success, I will cry. Not as hard as I'll cry when I learn that you haven't subscribed, and if you enjoyed the video, you forgot to leave a like, but still pretty sad. This is what the offense looks like. The team, I'm going to help them out a little bit. Just a little, boom, just a tiny little nudge. Of course, 3 superstar dev offensive linemen is kind of busted. Looking at the defense, obviously brand new free safety Bates, missing a couple of players, maybe a corner 2 wouldn't hurt. DT2 obviously wouldn't hurt. But overall, this is a solid looking squad that for the first time in a long time, I'm rooting for some Chiefs Super Bowl wins. Bates was also the training camp primary guy, obviously as a 99 overall. Not going to be able to upgrade from this, but outside of speed, you actually might see him get better over time, especially if they do actually go with hybrid as the number 1. You might end up seeing him drop to like 91, 92 speed, but get to like 93, 94 man. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm a little surprised the tackling was a little higher. There's a couple of decent thumpers in the league. They got him at 25. I'm not going to judge, Jamal Charles, whatnot, but I kind of wanted 21. I felt like that's a really goated safety number, but either way, let's start the simming. And no bye week, but 13-4. Who would have thought? It's the damn Chiefs. The Bills. Okay, 15-2. Don't think we're just going to be needing to be checking any, how did the season go? Did he force win anything? It's the Chiefs. We're be chilling. How old is Mahomes anyways? 29 now? God, he's getting so old. 28, 29. I mean, we'll still have another, assume he doesn't retire, at least, almost a decade of good play from him. So, hopefully he doesn't leave anywhere either. Let's take a look at some interceptions. Bates with 5. No sacks, though. 56 tackles, 0 tackles for a loss. Is that Rookie of the Year numbers? I don't know. I really don't. 1 forced fumble, 2 recoveries, and 2 touchdowns. Okay, I think that is definitely going to be Rookie of the Year. 2 touchdowns is amazing. I mean, what's the all-time touchdown record? It's under 20 for a defender, so to get 2, he's on par for that by the time he's year 10, which, we're obviously not going to see that happen, but please give him Defensive Rookie of the Year. No. Number 7 with 5 picks, 2 of them for touchdowns, a forced fumble, 2 recoveries, and 60 tackles. Now, what I will say is I'm going to try him out at sub linebacker next, so he gets in at sub, free safety, whatever. The only problem with that is if you're a free safety, you're basically on the field almost at all times, no? So I'm not really sure how he can get in more plays than just being a free safety. So that worries me, but 5 picks is great. And of course, not saying he will do it or they will do it this year, but already in a playoff chance. And we lose a Super Bowl chance, what I meant. We lose. Damn, the Buffalo Bills, number 1 seed, they're moving on. That sucks. Let's take a look if Bates did anything in this game. Defensively, it's going to be hard to get picks versus sacks and tackles for a loss and whatnot, but always on the lookout. Bunch of tackles, maybe. I don't see Bates. Oh, I see Bates there at the last second. Bates with 6 tackles. So even though with pick 30, the worst draft pick, we talked about this before, and having no money, they did land some pretty good picks. 74, 72, 74. 2 of them being corners, telling me that they are about to go broke and not afford anyone. This is a negative 40 mil team, so negative 50 mil team, excuse me. I'm not really sure what the plan is. I'm not really sure how you're getting yourself out of this hole. I just know that Mahomes still has some years on that contract, so we should be chilling, I suppose. Pacheco, I'm not going to do anything. It's just the team manages their money the way they manage their money. Whoever they lose is who they lose. I'm just here so I don't get fined. They don't really need corner that bad, but sure, why not? But yeah, we're going to give sub linebacker a try and see if anything goes better or worse. Ooh, here we are. The Chiefs are back with a bye week in a vengeance. Getting that first round bye is going to be massive. Mahomes MVP more than likely. Put, Bates at the safety and linebacker spot. Seemingly got him more tackle snaps, but a little bit less picks. 4 interceptions, 1 sack, though. 92 tackles, 69 solo, and still had another touchdown. So I think what we're going to be looking at here is the downs played, and then we're going to go back to just regular free safety, kind of compare the numbers a little bit, and just kind of go back and forth, almost using this as an experiment on top of following the career video and see where we're at with that. But 1,083 downs is pretty much every single down possible. Who beat him there? Leo Chanel, and everyone else isn't even in the thousands, so good work. Oh, no, there's one more. Justin Reed as well, the strong safety. So, fair enough. Let's see what regular free safety does next season. But maybe we'll also be flaunting off that Super Bowl ring, as this team, even though it's broke, is not short of Super Bowl rings, and they might be a little less short in a moment. Due to the Bills that took them out last year. But can they win it? They can't. Wow, the Bills have just absolutely found a way. I don't know how they have, but they have found a damn way, and the Chiefs are kryptonited. This is kind of crazy. I mean, this would be a talking point without a doubt. What about Bates? Anything going on with Bates? Like, at all? Anything? Bates, 7 tackles. Nothing else, though. Just a bunch of tackles. Still a really good start of the career, though. 9 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. It's pretty good for any defender, let alone, kind of a safety. We'll say this year the safeties have been... They've been kind of cooking in the league. More than ever, really. All right, pick 28. They go with a new tight end, which is pretty fitting, because I'd imagine if they could even afford him, Travis Kelce would be gone at this point. So brand new tight end. Not quite the freak athlete, but still fast, just not that tall, 6'2" and decently fast is okay, but it's not the athletic build that they're kind of used to. Not a great draft, though. The tight end's fair enough, but, you got another tight end who's really slow. I'm not really sure I understand that one at all from the Chiefs, but also going to need to see what this team looks like. We usually don't. How is this team operating at such a loss? Like, how are they still here? Like, I didn't even think about it, but, like, we're technically in charge of this. We're paying attention to the player, but, like, are we not going to get fired? Like, what's going to happen here? Like, we're about to, like, lose. Like, we're not even going to be able to follow the career. Follow the damn money trail, because it's gone. Let's take a look at this team, though. I mean, it says they're negative in money, so a lot of the players are still probably here. They got all 3 interior guys. They have both the tackles. They have the 2 wide receivers, the running back, the quarterback. They don't have Travis Kelce, but that's probably a retirement thing. They got Frankenstein now, of course. Just looked at Bass. Why not? Let's see what we got, though, with Mr. Pacheco. Is he regressing yet? 27, maybe. Defensively, there might be some names here. That'd be the smart players to get rid of the linebackers. They're going to be costly. Nope, they got Chanel and Bolton. Still got Chris Jones and Carl Aftis. I don't know what's going on, but the team is literally writing checks they can't cash, but sure. Let's keep it going. Why not? I'm not going to complain. Also, once again, changing off of sub. Let's see what happens. And they already changed it for me, so we're chilling. 13-4. Of course, the Bills sneak in. They're 9-8, man. Why? Of course, as long as Andy Reid hasn't retired, we should be goated. Looking at the defense, Bates with his lowest interception so far. No real fumblage. Still got a touchdown, though, mind you. But about the same in downs played, so I'm not really seeing much of a difference there. Justin Reed is playing more as a strong safety, though. But I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to do anything like that. I think the next step is to put Bates as the backup safety spot for strong safety, and then put him as high in the cornerback spot as possible without changing his position. And then, of course, playing back at that sub-linebacker role. We're doing everything we can. Of course, it's going to be damn near impossible for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. As you can see, the highest on this list was none of the DBs. So don't expect much of that, but Pro Bowls and, individual stats and potentially Super Bowl rings. Wink, wink. Kansas City, come on, let's do this. No way it's 3 straight. I was about to say, at some point, the team's got to get back to winning against the Bills. Like, of all the times it suck, okay, it doesn't matter, we lose to the Colts. Of all the times it suck against the Bills, they wait until I get the moment of, hey, I'm going to start winning some rings. Nope, suck one. We're going to lose to everyone, even the Colts now. How about that? We lost to some rookie, dude. Mahomes losing to a damn rookie out here now. I mean, this is just bad. Guy didn't even throw any picks. Where's Bates? Reed is getting way more going. Maybe I do. Maybe I do not trade him. Move him over to strong safety. I think that might be the move. Because something's got to give. Reed, I don't think the interceptions or anything like that are there, but that's probably because he's a little bit lower of an overall these days. We're putting him at strong. I don't care. Also, we got to pay attention to this kind of stuff as well, because we are, I remember those regressions in some of our rebuilds where just out of nowhere, they'll lose some ratings at safety specifically. I don't know what it is, but it just is happening lately. So, got to pay attention to that. Put him at strong safety, though. See what potential changes we'll see, if any. This is a best of both safety positions, so it only makes sense to give him a try at both anyways. The team is now negative 75 mil, by the way. And then they take... Is this guy fast, though? I think he was fast, right? I can't blame it. That is so fitting of the Chiefs, though, to take some, like, average-looking-ish player, but he's a damn goon in speed. Need a new lineman, probably. They got a new lineman. Need a D-end, probably. Got a new D-end. Need speedy running back like Pacheco. That's what they get. Linebacker's not really great, but a pretty Chief-like draft. Some okay players that are going to be elevated due to the culture around the team, and I mean, we got ourselves some players, let's be real. All right, back to the playoffs as expected. I decided this time just to go straight strong safety. No backup at free safety, no sub linebacker. We're going to see what it's like. Let's see what happens. Bates with one singular interception. Okay, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. You got a little more fumblage going on again, but is not good. All right, it's not good. So we'll next time try sub linebacker. And actually, let's take a look at those snaps. Next time we'll try sub linebacker. We'll do in all the backup spots. And then if that doesn't work, we're just going to go right back to free safety because that seems to be the most consistent. He did play the most downs he has by a lot, but it didn't really result in, statistics. So it's kind of pointless. Who do we got in the playoffs again? The Browns. Okay, they're 9-8, 85 overall. One Super Bowl, that's all I ask. Okay, Baltimore Ravens, that's a tough team, but we're still way higher overall. And that's going to mean nothing as the team loses again. The Chiefs, will not win another Super Bowl because we're here. Obviously. And why wouldn't they? It's just the way of life. It's the circle of life. We have the Seahawks and the Bills in the damn Super Bowl. I'm sad. Only thing I can think about between those two teams is like Marshawn Lynch, I guess. Pick 27, a couple of 70 overalls, and then they go with a free safety. Well, let me tell you, buddy, you're going to be playing strong safety because this team has a free safety. I will say he's also built pretty well to play strong safety, even though he has no hip power. All right, so we went a little crazy on the positions. I wonder how many stats, what his numbers are all going to look like. We have him listed as the number 3 corner, the starting free safety, apparently the 3rd kickoff sender, a return man, and we have him as the sub linebacker and slot corner. I'm not really sure how he's going to pull this off, but it's going to be a season of the ages. He's going to die. All right, he's going to be dead, but hopefully he at least had a good season before he died. As the team goes 11-6, still broke as hell, but Mahomes is still number 1 with Rice at number 2. Let's take a look at those numbers. Please put up some numbers. That's all I ask. Bates, 3 interceptions, 101 tackles, 1.15 sacks, couple of deflections, no fumble stuff, 13-21 snaps. So that'll definitely get him the most snaps. Hasn't really gotten the most numbers, but that is wild. Also put him as the kick returner, 69 yards, returning 100. Why? Did he actually genuinely die? He might have. Like, he actually ran out of ability there. But hey, we are in the playoffs again in the wildcard round against the Jets. And we won. If we'd have lost to them, that's when I would have started throwing things. And, of course, we lose to the Texans. Oh, man. I mean, the team is winning more than they're losing technically, but it's still not really what I want. I want to see a Super Bowl win for Bates. This is disappointing. This has been quite an interesting one, though, trying to test out different, like, how do I get this man more snaps? How do I get him on the field as much as possible? And he had a terrible playoffs. 5 tackles, nothing else. He is a really high overall, though, so I wonder how many Pro Bowls he's made, if, like, any. I'm not sure if it just goes by, interceptions. Most of the time, it kind of seems like it goes by best DB, but don't really kind of have that-ish with safety. Like, how you can't really, like, when most of them are corners, how are you going to really filtrate that? So I'm kind of curious, has he been to the Pro Bowl every single time? Because the overall, he's had some okay interceptions, but there's probably some dudes with better numbers than he has had. And I still, once again, just have no idea how this team's affording anything. They're negative, like, in the 70s again. I'm not sure what they're doing. Like, they must not be fielding a full 53. And we go draft recap. What are they looking at? Ooh, 26 pick, but 2 really good players. Dylan Worthy and Lynn Dockery did the 5th-year option. Maybe he's not even here anymore, actually. I didn't really think about that. Because this team can't really afford anything, so I'm not even sure how they're re-signing players, but we'll see if Bates is even here anymore. It'd be a little disappointing if he's gone, but at the same time, his team's not winning anyways. And yeah, Bates is gone. Okay, let's find out where he went. They couldn't afford him. Bates is a Colt. The Colts have beaten us. I don't know if they won the Super Bowl, but they have beaten us. He is going to be a Colt for at least the next 4, maybe 5 years. while we're still here. Screw the Chiefs, who did have a pretty good draft here. We're going to look at the Colts draft, 73, 70, pick 18. Ugh. Wonder what his options were, because this might not be the team I would have chosen. And this time, we're not going to go too crazy. I think we're just going to let him play the positions they auto-generated for him, just to see... Oh, I'm the Chiefs. I was like, wow, the Colts had a crazy offseason. They look exactly like the Chiefs. I will say, though, pure overall-wise, the Colts are like basically the same overall as the Chiefs. So, I mean, we'll see what happens here. What is the team looking like? Anthony Richardson still the guy? Ooh, Keen. Oh, yeah, Keen with the large peen. He was the one that took on Mahomes. This is actually not a bad ship to hop to. They've got themselves a franchise QB. Downs looks good. Tight end looks good. Okay. Maybe Bates' agent cooked. They got a really good team, actually. Let's take a look at Bates and his overall. A little bit better man, slightly worse zone. Some ups and some downs here, but hasn't really seen his athleticism drop. Which, I mean, he looks good. He looks solid to me, and I don't know. You never know. The Colts scheme isn't really that type of scheme, but they beat us, so what can I say? And we have a 7-10 season. I am shocked by zero amount. I am not at all. I mean, we got to get a quarterback, but it's the scheme, dude. I don't know what to do. Do we change it? Do we not? Bates, only 2 interceptions, which is just painful, right? Off to a really good start, a bunch of touchdowns even. And then, even though he's only 26 years old, he's just... the numbers aren't there, right? The first 2 seasons, pretty good. If we can continue that pace for the rest of his career, I'm fine with it. But now it's, 3, 1, 3, 2. It's like, averaging 2, maybe 3 a season. 4 touchdowns in the first 3 years of his career, too, and then just nothing. It's already fallen off super hard, and we've tried everything. Sub linebacker, slot corner, backup safety, this and that, and it's just nothing's really... truly working. The simplest of roles is really what's been getting him, the numbers, right? Just playing base free safety early on was giving him the numbers, whereas now it's like he's playing more snaps and, not even the tackles are really going up. Oh, wow. I have not seen a middle linebacker with this high of a rating in maybe ever. He's not the fastest guy we've seen, but 87 speed, 93 excel is definitely fast enough to get it done. Man coverage is pretty low. Press is non-existent. Jump's fair enough. Catching's fair enough. Block shed's fair enough. Does have really high tackle pursuit, awareness, strength, play rec. But would this be a guy that I would be like, oh yeah, that's an 83 overall. That's a goon. I don't know. But he's an X-Factor. He's a generational linebacker. They did well. And then they have a couple of other 70s in there. So really good draft. 11 overall for middle linebacker, generational or not. It's a decision. It's definitely a decision. 9-8, a little closer, but still not in the playoffs here. Of course, Keen, I mean, do I just change the scheme? I don't want to, be that way, but at the same time, we've done enough rebuilds. We've done enough following the careers. We know what's happening, right? 2 touchdowns for Bates, though. Only 2 interceptions, but, 3 of his turnovers, 2 of them were touchdowns. So, really impressive. Not going to be good enough for really any award. Probably not even a Pro Bowl. Mahomes a Jaguar, by the way. What the hell is even happening? I thought it was going to be Bates. It's not. I don't know if he's even making the Pro Bowl at this rate, but yeah, I think we do have to change the scheme a little bit. We're going to look at the players and see, kind of what type of team this is like. Let's see what we got. So we have kind of iffy running back, pretty good wide receiver 1, pretty good tight end 1. Raiders for a while, sort of. I'm going to go Raiders, I think. Raiders with Devontae. Sort of, and injured Josh Jacobs. So Raiders, that's the plan. Oh, especially when this team is running Baltimore scheme. No wonder why they suck. Let's do West Coast. What the hell are the Raiders even like? West Coast zone, but that's Denver. Whatever. West Coast zone Raiders. Oh, Mahomes can go to the Jaguars and win a Super Bowl, but the Chiefs, who almost always win a Super Bowl with him some way or another in sim, he can't do it for us. I hate that guy. I just hate him. I just hate him. And of course, it's in our division, mind you. 370 overall pluses, and another year of disappointment coming away. Playoffs only took a scheme change on both sides of the ball. They were in a 3-4 when they're supposed to be in a 4-3, and apparently the Raiders scheme didn't do anything for them anyways. Where is Bates? 4 interceptions. The right scheme will do that. 2 touchdowns. He is the interception touchdown machine. How many of that, in his career now are we looking at? 4, 5, 6, 8. I mean, I'm not saying he will, but he's, kind of on par. The record is 13, so there is a chance for an all-time record to be broken here. He probably was good enough to maybe make the list here. Not going to happen. Best DB's got to be at least top 5. Number 9. Man, I can't believe this. I feel like I'm being lied to. Oh, well. What can you do? Playoffs against the Jaguars. They just won a Super Bowl, so I don't feel promised. I don't feel like promising, but it doesn't matter because we win going against the Ravens now. And that will be the game we lose, unfortunately. I'm not even going to look at the playoffs at this rate. I don't expect Bates to do anything anymore. I barely expect him to do anything in the regular season. Ravens versus Falcons, true bird battle. And we're also broke as hell, mind you. Winner is the Falcons. Okay, and to the draft. 375 or 73 pluses in pick 26, so pretty damn good, actually. A bunch of everything else being terrible, but still. Back to the playoffs, but 12-5. Not going to win the division as the damn Jaguars, who somehow have Mahomes. I don't know how this is physically possible. Like, this is rigging. Are the number 1 team. Bates, I don't see anything. One touch, better be a pick for it. Thank you. 1 interception, but it was a touchdown. 4 forced fumbles and 2 recoveries, though, so he is taking the ball away. Let's take a look at, is that enough? Taking the ball away a lot? Probably not, but you never know. Nope, not even on the list. I'm really curious at this point. I'm going to take a look after the playoffs if he even has a Pro Bowl. Maybe like 1 or 2, but yeah, pretty disappointing. Didn't even win Rookie of the Year, if I'm not mistaken, right? We got the win over the Steelers, now playing against their bitter rival, the Ravens, and losing to them again. Yay. Yay, Mahomes wins back-to-back with a team that we're not on. Woo! Pick 28, and they did give themselves a good strong safety, a decent running back. Everyone else is a little mid. What about the foot? Normal dev, the foot, but 6'3", okay speed. Maybe something there. 6-11 Colts. I guess we're changing the scheme again. I don't want to dictate things, but obviously Keen is way too good to be playing this assly. Bates has his first season where he just doesn't have a takeaway. He has some fumble stuff, but who gives a damn about that? Picks, touchdowns, that's all I damn want. He's 30 now. I don't know. Is that a concern? Is that a concern? We're going to have a regression on as well. So that could be a concern. So Bates is not really prepared for the future super hard. I'm surprised he didn't regress. We have dev regression on. Lost a little bit of speed for the first time in his career. He's now 96 zone, 89 man. He's still basically the same player, just a little bit slower. But at 31 years old, not really regressing. So, that's a good thing. 2 excel loss as well, but still really athletic and, good. 4 70-plus overall players now. Borrell, what an interesting name, Borrell. He looks like a pretty typical, new age Colts receiver. Not a pretty season, but a playoff season. 9-8, that's all that matters. Let's take a look at what the team looks like. Pretty mid. Nothing spectacular. Bates only 1 interception. Bad is happening. I don't think he's had a touchdown since a couple of years ago, right? This is kind of sad now. It's kind of, 1 turnover in 2 years. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So disappointing. Could have finished the greatest ever. Sort of, kind of, at least pick 6 wise, but it's not going to happen. It's just, we're barely even getting takeaways at this rate. Did beat the Raiders, though, so, the playoff dream's alive, the Super Bowl dream's alive, and we're in the championship round. The Bills have taken us out as the Chiefs. Is it going to happen here as the Colts? I don't think it is. The Colts are in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. There's actually a chance at a Super Bowl win here. Let's go in, take a look. Here we go, let's see it. End of the game. Come on, Colts. Give me something happy to think about. 7-3, I don't like it. 10-3, 7, I like that more. Okay, defense is killing it, though. There's a lot of chance to score for the Falcons there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a 6-point game. It's a 1-point game. Driving down the field for a field goal. I don't like it. Do get the stop, and then they give him another chance. 2:20 in the 4th. I don't know who scored the touchdown, but 2 minutes left. The team is leading by 3. The Falcons are going to try to go for the tie. They can't. I don't know who got that 1-play touchdown, but they've won the Colts a Super Bowl. Bates is a Super Bowl champion. Okay. There's something. There is a Super Bowl champion amongst us. Now, we still obviously have the rest of this one to do. And we have like the fullback and all that to do if we're still doing that. But I will say, this could be like our lowest legacy score following the career video, right? Like it should be because it's a safety. Kind of expected this. Linebackers at least getting a lot of tackles. A good chance for different award wins. But safety's a little bit tougher. Kind of hard to win best DB. The numbers are always going to be pretty low. But hey, a Super Bowl win's going to help that legacy score a little bit. Looking at the numbers, I don't know how. Keene didn't really look that good. They had a lot of touchdowns rushing. It's got to be Bates. It's the only explanation I have. I've seen Bates in there. He had a bunch of tackles. Tackle for loss, 7 total tackles. But really not much going on elsewise. And here's the playoff schedule. Goated. They did it. I'm really surprised they did, but they did it. Bates is also still here. Didn't regress either. His speed is, well, he hasn't regressed in dev, I should say. His speed's definitely taken a bit of a hit. Lost 2 speed, some more acceleration. 3 speed, actually, lost some more acceleration. Down to a freaking 89 speed guy. His man coverage, though, 91. So a little bit better in man coverage, a little bit slower, though. But yeah, he's still here, still going strong. All right, pick 32, a 73 overall left end, a 72 overall center, and then this cornerback who's only 89 speed and probably normal. And he's short. I don't know. Super ultra only slot corner, I guess. It's a pretty usual thing now to be making the playoffs. Not by a lot, 10-7, but still in it. The quarterback, one of his best years we've seen. Oh, I've seen 6 picks. I thought it was Bates. Bates with another 0 interception season. EA's definitely got something coded in there where it's like, hey, this guy is an older player. He shouldn't have interceptions. Really disappointing, to be honest. But what can you say? What can you do? Nothing at all. Let's go against these Chargers, see if this team can win. And if they can, it wasn't this year. They lost by 16 against the Chargers in the wildcard round right after the Super Bowl win. This might be it for Bates. We'll see what happens. As in, like, reality-wise. The Falcons are back in there as well. But, yeah, obviously he'll play some more seasons. But as far as, like, doing anything significant, raising that legacy score by anything significant, probably not going to be the case, as it is screeched to a halt. No interceptions, obviously no turnovers or touchdowns. Just a disaster. The Falcons win the Super Bowl. They didn't have us in the way. Now they're winning games. Let's take a look at the regression. I'm not really sure what causes a defensive player to regress, but you would think Bates would have regressed by now. Like, he's playing like crap. His stats suck. Let's take a look at his ratings. His speed's getting even worse now, obviously. And obviously, he doesn't have any upgrade points to fix that. Not that it matters. Once again, as a 33-year-old, 99 overall, he will retire, I would imagine, as a good player. And just, be like, I'm just done. I'm just out of here. I'm Brady in this thing. 370-plus overalls. Looks like a pass rusher this time, even though it's not really the right scheme. I'm going to put him at left end or something. Wow, the team goes 10-7 and misses the playoffs. How unlucky can you be? The amount of 10-7, the whole division was 10-7. The amount of 10-7 teams in this conference, 6 of them. That's crazy and super unlucky. 33-year-old Bates, let's see what he got up to. And they gave him a pick this time. Oh my God. It's happening. Could you imagine being like considered this good of a player year in and year out, but your ass? Because enter Tyron Bates and you don't have to imagine anymore. It's looking right at you. So it's going to be mainly tackle stuff, but let's take a look at those stats just in case we have an abrupt 34-year-old retirement. Where the hell is Bates? So Bates with only 4 career sacks, 17 tackles for a loss, just under 1,000 tackles, 27 picks, 8 forced fumbles, 8 recoveries, and 9 touchdowns. I mean, he was looking on par to, I wouldn't say smash the pick 6 or touchdown rate, defensive record, but he was going to be the number 1, right? Those 9 interceptions came like 45 years ago. So, I mean, he was still, like 28, 29 with only needing 4 more to tie. And yet it just came crashing to the ground, and we'll see if he's even here anymore. He's going to be 34 years old here. I'm shocked that he hasn't regressed. Like, what is, the stat line that they're saying that is good enough to still be considered an X factor? Because I'm not seeing it. Bates is still here, still an X factor, but down to a 94 overall. Still unbelievable. I desperately want to put him at cornerback because, we're just not seeing it at safety, but it's not the point of the video. He's a safety, right? You're going to see maybe corners moving to safety, but not really safeties moving to corner, especially at 34 years old. 4 70-plus overalls, a left tackle, a middle linebacker, running back, and a wide receiver. Looking pretty good. 9 and 8. Here we go. Stats and awards. Let's take a look. A lot of touchdowns. Probably not going to see a lot of picks, though, on the defensive side of the ball. Oh, sure, out of nowhere, 5 interceptions at 34 years old with 2 touchdowns. Please just don't retire. He's at 11 touchdowns. 2 more and he ties Charles Woodson. This has got to be a chance at Defensive Player of the Year, right? Doesn't even get on the list. That is shocking. DB, number 2. Okay, he does have 12,000 legacy score, but still, that's not the best. Oh, man, that kind of sucks. Either way, it's still fair enough. Going to the Super Bowl. Before we go in past that, though, we got to take a look at the final stats because he might retire 35. We see it so many times. Then we need to take a look at Pro Bowls because, I mean, I don't know how many times he would have made that, right? Like, I mean, a couple times, perhaps. I don't know. 32 touchdown or interceptions. About 250 solos, or not solos, assisted. Only 19 tackles for loss. Maybe wasn't blitzed much. 4.5 sacks. He got a half somewhere along the line. Same fumbles as before, but 11 touchdowns. We now need to take a look at the awards section. The awards, okay, so 9 Pro Bowl appearances. No actual, like, individual awards besides that. But 9 Pro Bowl appearances is a lot of his career. That's like, 70, 75% of them. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know if he would have gotten any record books for anything. Even the touchdowns, I don't even think they tracked that. But let's see, is he still around? Does he actually have a chance to maybe go for the all-time defensive touchdown record? I mean, realistically, he needs like a year or 2 more to tie it, at least. It's doable. I'm just saying, I believe. If he doesn't retire. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm going to go straight to retirements. This has been really bad luck for us. Every time I kind of guess or predict it might be retirement time, and I check it instead of just looking at the roster, they always do retire. Not today, though. 35 years old. He's still going strong. He's still here. Still literally here. He's a 90 overall on the Colts. That speed's still holding strong at 87. The zone and man is, around 87 as well. And he's got a chance. He's still around. Going hard on the pass rush again, it seems. They do have a hidden dev this time. Ricky Beckham. Not the fastest, but, your Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa type. 6-11, but at this rate, I don't even care. We got the Super Bowl win. I just want to see the touchdown record being broken. Let's see, where's Bates? Where's Bates? Oh, this is going to be bad. I don't see him anywhere. Like, I actually don't see him anywhere. Like, did he join a different team? I thought I saw him. I swear I checked. I guess not. We'll have to find him. He's a Dolphin. He's still the 4th best free safety ratings-wise in the league. That's kind of crazy. We'll head over there in a sec. I just want to see what he is up to with the Dolphins. Please, just get the record. Why don't you? We have Bates with only 1 touchdown. Was it a pick? Was it a touchdown? It was not. I'm sad. Yikes. And hey, the Dolphins are actually in the playoffs, which is pretty cool. Let's see if they can win a Super Bowl. That'd be kind of insane. Hop ship from a team that, well, it's already over. But is a hop ship from a team that isn't even in the playoffs to a team that wins the Super Bowl? That'd be pretty damn good timing. Didn't matter, though. Falcons win a Super Bowl against the Patriots. A little bit of revenge. Let's see. Is Bates still around? See if we've got ourselves a longer one than normal. I mean, it already kind of is. And he's still here. Okay. We have dev regression on, too. Maybe there's not a rating they could agree on that makes sense for a safety. And they just say, oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay, maybe not. I was about to say they just don't know what to actually, like, punish for not doing well enough, but no, they know. He's star dev. Still 89 speed, though. Still a starter. At 6'1", still a good enough starter. The Dolphins just had, like, one of the largest draft classes I've ever seen by an AI, and I actually thought for a moment, I actually looked into the roster. I actually backed out, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. It did say rounds, didn't it? That's crazy. Look how many players they have. So AIs do be making trades. I mean, we're like 10, 15 years into the future. So not even 10, 15. We're literally 15 years in the future. Can't imagine there's much more left, though. We'll see. And sadly, a 5-12 season to potentially end the career of Bates. Please, just somehow magically. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, no. Wait, is he even on the team? I didn't even think about it. He might not even be on the team. Again, I'm following the wrong team. Wait, did he just, like, not get picked up by somebody? Oh, there he is, a Jaguar. Wait, he's actually such a high overall still. Okay, let's go to the Jaguars. I mean, they've won Super Bowls. I don't think Mahomes is going to be here anymore, though. That's the problem. But let's take a look. Okay. I like it. Can't beat him, join him. Yeah, their quarterback's a 77 overall. I'm not feeling too great about this, but we'll see. Let's find out. Okay. Okay, never mind. 13-4. Never mind. Let's take a look at Bates, please. Has he done it? I don't see him anywhere at all. We just... oh, there he is. Okay, 1 interception. Just be a touchdown. Damn, so he finishes with 11 touchdowns. I imagine he's retiring, right? Not guaranteed, but I'm imagining. And here we go. 11-6 Raiders. We do win. Going against the former longtime team of Bates, the Colts. And winning back to the Super Bowl. Could win 2 Super Bowls in his career. Now, the thing about this is I'm going to have to... I'm pretty sure you, like, literally right after this, you get right into the retirements. I'm going to have to take a look at the career stats now just in case this is the final run. Bates with 1,145 tackles, 273 solo or assists to 872 solo, 20 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 34 picks, 800 return yardage, 40 was his longest, 53 pass deflections, 9 fumbles, 10 recoveries, and 11 defensive touchdowns. That's really impressive. Let's see it. Is this going to be not only his second Super Bowl, but also his final game, let alone Super Bowl? This would be a perfect time to call it, if I'm going to ever call it. At 36 years old, winning a Super Bowl with a division rival that got you your Super Bowl. Kind of crazy. And we lost. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but who knows? Bates might still be here. He very well could be. And he is still here, I think. There's no way he's this goated. He might play till 40. He's down to a 77 overall normal. He's 37 years old, and he still has enough speed to get the job done with all that hit power. Let him cook. What's his mentor tag? Dinosaur? What does it say, like fossil player tag? And as I kind of feared, I don't think Bates is good enough to make a roster. We'll have to sim to the regular season, see where we're at, because I don't know if he's going to make a roster. He might just be stuck in free agency at 37. Nope. Like I said, a free agent team picked him up. The Buccaneers, 37-year-old Bates has got at least one more chance. I'm just hoping he's starting. I just want to see a chance. And he is the starter. Okay. All right. 2 touchdowns on defense to tie most ever. I don't think it's going to happen at 77 overall, but you just don't know. And you know what? The Buccaneers are in the damn playoffs. They're in the playoffs. Let's see what Bates was up to. Come on, if I get like a couple of picks. There's a chance, dude. 4 picks, 2 touchdowns. That's all I ask. It's all I ask. No, he got 1. He's 1 short. Oh, no, he's going to retire for sure, too. 4 interceptions. I don't know why. I genuinely believed that was the most I ever believed in something ever. That was crazy. Hey, moving on after the Commanders, going against the Cowboys. Okay, gonna go to the NFC side and maybe make a Super Bowl here. There's a chance. They won a Super Bowl here. A chance at number 2. Once again, I want to take a quick updated look at the stats, and then more importantly, the Pro Bowls and the legacy score. But there's a chance at a Super Bowl here. There really is. I can't believe it. Of all the teams he chose right. There's the numbers, updated numbers, 12 touchdowns. Doubt he would have made any other Pro Bowls. I think he's going to be a 9 still, personally. And no, he's 11. Okay, 11 Pro Bowl appearances. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at the legacy leaderboard. Could change. Where the hell is he? He's like somewhere in the 20, like under 20 range, I imagine. There he is, Bates, 15,369 legacy score, a Super Bowl 3 championships, and 11 yearly awards. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see it. Can he add another one? The Super Bowl against the Bills. They took the Chiefs out a couple of times when we were on there with the Bates. And let's see it. Is it going to be 2 Super Bowl losses or 2 Super Bowl wins? We'll never know. It's just never happening, I guess. Okay, see you later. And they win! There he goes! 2 Super Bowls for the safety who almost breaks, or at least ties, the touchdowns in a career on the defense record. Did he have a game here? Did he do a thing? No interceptions. I don't see him anywhere. It doesn't matter, though. He won. That's all that matters. He was a part of another win in the Super Bowl. 2 Super Bowl championships. Pretty good. Let's take a look at the retirements now. See if he's still here. He could still be here at 38. That's the mock draft. I don't give a damn. Why did I really click that? I thought I clicked. I swear I clicked retirements. Maybe I didn't. Let's take a look. Buccaneers. Could you imagine? And he does finally retire after 17 seasons. That is our longest non-quarterback. I'm pretty damn sure, right? That's really long. That's what she said. And Tyron Bates retires a 2-time Super Bowl champion with, being in the record books, right? Like, he might not have won, tied, or broken the all-time touchdowns record on defense, but he's still in the top 5, and that's always going to be something, you know? Let's take a look at his legacy score. He would have jumped a little bit, right? He really didn't jump much. It's like a couple hundred only, no? Am I crazy? I feel like he should have jumped higher than this. I don't know. 15,871. I mean, how many safeties are higher than that, right? That's what I want to know. Like, I don't really see any safeties higher than that. Obviously, these are all kind of like active or recently active players, so you wouldn't get some of those other names. But he is the highest, like, recently active player, so he is really good. Generational player for sure, and that's going to be it for this following the career of the greatest safety ever. If you guys really do want to see the fullback one next, or, O-line or kicker or something like that, let me know by leaving a like, maybe subscribing if you're new. We do a ton of franchise stuff on the channel, stuff like this, following the career of, might expand to actual players, maybe different years, maybe that kind of stuff. Also just rebuilds, full-length franchise, all that good stuff. Anything you could pretty much possibly love about franchise will be here. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK plays for non-Madden content. Been playing a bit of Black Ops 6 Zombies over there. Not sure the plan, but yeah, I really, really am a little mad at myself that I didn't get the damn Terminus Easter egg up before the newest Easter egg, because now I want to do the newest Easter egg solo. I've already, I wouldn't say already, but kind of already, because the map is kind of new. I completed it with a friend. Didn't record it because we didn't even know we were going to do. We were kind of just chilling. It was literally the first time we played together, and well, let's just say, or the second time we played the map, actually, and let's just say that those YouTube Easter egg hunters, they got those guides up quick. Okay, damn it. Anyways, if you guys are interested in anything like that, non-Madden related, PK Plays is the place to be. Maybe subscribe. Let me know what games you want to see next. Indiana Jones, when that comes out, I think on the 9th even, we'll definitely be playing that, so be on the lookout for that. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Should be a rebuild tomorrow, maybe early morning, potentially, if not Monday. Maybe both. Probably not, but maybe. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, check out the Patriots franchise a little bit earlier today. See ya!